Well, Matt, a big thank you for joining us. And before we get to this weekend's big match in the Challenge Cup, let's talk about the last round. A tricky game on paper against Lee.
Yeah, it was. They're a good team, so it was a tough game, but ultimately we got through it, so that's the main thing. So yeah, on to this week now.
I mean, when you go into the opening stages of the Challenge Cup, you're obviously a long way from the London final, but it's games like that where you have to be really on it concentration-wise. So, I mean, what did you make of the overall feel of the game and the outcome at the end as well?
Yeah, no, we had a tough start actually. Lee had a lot of ball early. We were defending a lot, so then we got some points on the board before half time. So that sort of we were into half time. We were sitting all right, and then the second half we started well. We just couldn't hold the ball, and that sort of just one of those days where we just couldn't complete the ball. We were dropping it a lot, just making silly errors, first, second tackle, and giving Lee a shot. And I think the last 10 minutes there, we sort of let him back into the game, and it got a bit tight at the end. But yeah, as I said, in the end, we won the game, and now we look forward to tomorrow night.
And away from the Challenge Cup, the league form has been pretty decent, I'm going to suggest. I mean, what have you made at the start of the season more generally?
Yeah, for us, we started a little bit slow our first few games, but as the season's got on, we're playing better each week, and I think last week against Warrington was our best performance of the season so far. So hopefully that can continue, and we can just keep building on that going forward.
Yeah, let's talk about the Warrington match because a lot of the reactions to that game was mirroring what you just said there, just about it was an all-round performance. I believe was one of the quotes, and you got special praise as well from the head coach for your own display against Warrington. I mean, how good was that performance? Not just from yourself, but the team more generally.
Yeah, that was our best performance of the year, probably by quite a bit. We started really well. We were just on it from the start. We never really let Warrington have a chance. They scored a couple of tries late, but they were never really in the game. We were on top most of it. So as I said, we've sort of got better as the season's gone on and sort of leading up to last week where we put in our best performance. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come.
So Castleford this week. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. Obviously, they started the season a bit slow, but we've played them earlier in the year. But since we played them last time, they've put a few good performances together and they've got a bit of confidence now. So it's going to be a very tough game.
And speaking of that confidence, and I've seen Hull KR this season, especially at home as well. There's a bit of a vibe about the place and a bit of a spring in the step, not just to the players but of the supporters as well. I mean, what's the atmosphere at the club like this season? Because it does feel like it's gone up a notch or two this year in particular.
Yeah, it has definitely. I think probably our performances last year have a bit to do with that. Obviously, we had a good season last year, so the fan base is unreal at KR. So just like coming out to play every week, the fans are so loud, they don't stop chanting. It's just a really good atmosphere and a really good vibe in the place at the moment. So and I think as I said, it started a lot with last year and what we've been doing as a group. We sort of, I guess, exceeded most people's expectations last year besides ourselves. But and we're just looking to continue on that. But yeah, it's to go out there and play every week. It's a great place to play.
When you get on the training pitch and you have that vibe, does it transfer onto the field of play and back again?
Yeah. Like with our group, as I said, like it's a really good group of guys. So sort of everyone gets on really well together, and it's sort of how the club's going. Like the direction of the club, everything about the club's looking to progress and go forward, and the squad's just a really good bunch of guys that all get on really well and have some fun together. So I think in order to have a good team, you've got to have, that's a big part of it. You've got to have everyone together and having fun, and that's sort of how we are at the moment. We just enjoy each other's company, and it sort of shows on the field when we play well.
So one game at a time and all that, Matt, but only potentially a couple of games away from a London final. I mean, is that at all on anyone's radar at the moment?
Yeah, it's a funny thing. Whereas like you can't look too far ahead. Obviously, if results do go our way tomorrow night, then we are very closer into a semi-final. But in saying that, as I said, Cass are going to be a tough team. The last 3 weeks in particular, they've been playing some really good footy, and so have we. So it's going to hopefully be a really entertaining sort of game, and really good game to watch.
And we've already touched upon the home fans, but how important are they going to be for this tie?
Yeah, massive. As I said before, it's just an awesome place to go out and play. They're just singing, chanting. Everyone's just really behind the club, and it's great to play in front of. So hopefully it's the same tomorrow night.